I'm a car guy, specifically sports cars. I've always loved cars that handle well, look good, have some pep, and put a grin on your face. It's been a while since I last owned one. Sometimes my other hobbies get in the way, but I'm always either thinking about the sports car I have or the one I want. It seemed odd to me that I'd ever be excited about an electric car, but that's what happened with the Model 3. We dipped our toes into the electric car lifestyle with the lease of a 2015 Fiat 500e. The cost of entry was so low with the various incentives that it frankly would have cost us money not to get one. Owning that car opened my eyes to the benefits an electric car could bring. So when Tesla announced their Model 3, I put a deposit down immediately. I waited until earlier this year when they finally released the entry-level version at a reasonable price to finally pull the trigger. I was on the configuration page staring at the $40,000 purchase price and realized that the real-world price wasn't quite so reasonable. I figured it would be a good idea to test one first, so I rented one for a few days from Turo. This isn't a review of the Model 3, so I won't go into the details, but needless to say, I felt the urge to get back to my sports car roots and started thinking about the various dream cars I could buy for roughly the same money. We're taking off, heading to Houston. Good morning. This is the day. It is now 7:30 and we're about 3 hours away. Is that right? 3 hours away from picking up the car. Enter the 2009 997.2 Porsche 911 Carrera S with 6-speed manual transmission. The seller was an interesting dude who doesn't trust cashier's checks, so we rolled up with a couple fistfuls of cash.
Here it is. Well, can't see the cash, but it's in there.
See this house here? That's actually his garage. We'll pull up to the front of his house, but this house, behind his house, is actually his 12-car workshop with some incredible cars inside. I bought this car on a bit of a whim from eBay with an offer price about $10,000 lower than market value. So I was both excited and nervous when the offer was accepted.
You're not going to find any dings or dents. There's a couple of chips, a couple of curb rashes. I actually love the wheels.
I do too.
If I were you,
I'm just checking, make sure I have plenty of trim to get home.
oh, I know that.
This is almost new.
Yeah, no, there's no funny business.
No, I doubt it.
I wouldn't bring you in my house if it was.
Exactly, I appreciate that.
A cursory inspection of the car eased my fears, and we began the long journey home. The car sits low on stiff H&R springs. This is fantastic for handling, but makes for an exhausting 1,800-mile journey. I probably should have shipped it, but I wanted to be able to inspect the car in person before handing over the cash, and I thought the road trip back home with Daisie could be fun. In a car with 30 series tires and suspension like this, Texas highways will damn near rattle your teeth loose. New Mexico gets a little better, and Arizona better still. but arriving in California was like driving on marble by comparison. I'll never complain about our roads again.
Day 2, the trip home begins.
Is that right? It's 7 a.m. and it's still pitch black out. So, makes it feel really early. But I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
She made it! She survived the night. Nah, she's good.
The 1,200 or so miles on day 2 took its toll on my co-pilot, so there isn't any footage of our arrival. Aside from motorcycles, it's been a few years since I last owned anything truly fun to drive. This 10-year-old beauty is a dream car for me. I've already sold the oversized GT Wing, and I've got a few other tasteful mods planned. But the car is so perfect as is, it doesn't need much. It may not be as practical, efficient, or even as quick from 0 to 60 as a Model 3, but it's a hell of a lot more fun, and it feels great to have a real sports car again.